on? What's going on? What's going on? You already know what time it is. This is your boy, the historian, getting ready to bring you the halftime analysis for today. So before we go ahead and get this halftime analysis cooking, hit that like and subscribe button for us. Let's get to it. BirdCage. Hey, I'm happy with what I'm seeing today, ladies and gentlemen. We have something to be positive about today. We see that the offense is being able to move the ball effectively, minus the interception that Kirk threw. It is what it is. He didn't play in the preseason. The rest is there. But this offense is moving the ball effectively today, all through the efforts of Bijan Robinson, Kirk Cousins, and we got to give it up to big play Ray McLeod. The last person that wore 34 with the name Ray was Mr. Ray Buchanan, aka Big Play Ray. So we might have Big Play Ray 2.0 coming through the Falcons after that spectacular catch that he made when Kirk Cousins got drilled as he was delivering that football. So let's go ahead and get to it, man. Shout out to the offense. Offensive line has been solid today. McGarry, you got to tighten up. Glad to hear that Chris Lindstrom does not have a concussion. So that's a bet for us today. He's going to be able to come back in the second half and continue putting in that work that he's doing. Bijan and Ray McLeod are earning their paychecks today. And we also got to say, welcome to the start of 2024, Mr. Kyle Pitts, with a wide open touchdown that you caught to give us the lead in this ball game. We need to start using him a little bit more in the red zone. We've said that on the BirdCage. K-Dub has said it. Graybeard has said it. Scoop has said it. Myself, I said this during the pregame meal today. This has been one of these games where we've been executing, but we also got to get a little bit better with tackling on defense. That's something I'm seeing. Defense has been doing well, getting off the field, forcing Pittsburgh's hand. But we've got to start controlling the perimeter a little bit better. Stop letting these guys get out to the outside and catching screens and being able to maneuver up the field. Justin Fields has a cannon for an arm. We all saw that right before the half. Put it right on George Pickens. AJ Terrell was not to blame of that. So everybody that's saying it's AJ's fault, no. The coverage that they called, AJ was covering an area of the field just like Jesse Bates was. Bates was peeking over at the other side of the field, and Pickens just happened to be sitting by himself. But it is what it is. Blown plays happen all the time. No need to get pissed off about it because we have the lead. We have the momentum. Now, Pittsburgh is coming back out. They're going to get the ball back in the second half. But I believe that this defense is going to be able to do things perfectly when it comes to the second half today. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up some numbers for you guys so you can see what has been transpiring. And this is something we haven't seen in a long time. When's the last time you've seen a Falcons quarterback throw for over 130 yards in the first half? We haven't seen this in a long time. So let's get to it. So Kirk Cousins at this point has 136 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He almost had 2 interceptions today. We're not going to sit there and forget that. Fields is 11 to 13, 83 yards, 93% rating. But that's because of that last play that he ended up getting. But Kirk is at 89. Bijan Robinson, 10 carries for 26 yards. He's averaging 2.5 yards a carry. Tyler Algier, 1 carry for 13 yards. We'd love to see Tyler Algier get into the game a little bit more. My only criticism was on that 3rd and 1 that we had. You do not throw the ball on a 3rd and 1. I get that you're trying to keep the momentum, but when you have a running back like a Tyler Algier in that backfield, hand him the ball. Pittsburgh can't tackle him. Now, I expect to see a little bit more of Tyler Algier in the second half. Bijan's been working them, tiring them out. Now it's time to beat them down with the hammer. Time to use Tyler Algier in the second half. He's a guy that you can't forget. So again, what's going on, Rich? Thomas, what's up, man? Now on the defense, as I said before, I really believe that we really have to make plays when it comes to defense. You can't miss open tackles like we've been doing in the open field. You can't, because that leads to bad things. When you get that first guy there, hey, you got to wrap up when you hit him, period. But as I said before, I believe that the passing game is going to get better by week 6 or 7. It's going to be on all cylinders. This is what we call the rust process. Those guys didn't play in the preseason. So you're going to see some timing mistakes. You're going to see some passes that are a little behind. They got to get used to each other. Practice is one thing, but you have to understand that the season is a whole nother speed. Whole nother speed. But I can't be mad at it, because at the end of the day, we're still not letting Pittsburgh's running game get going. The only thing is, Justin Fields is their leading rusher with 26 yards. So the defense has been holding up on their end. We've just got to continue to hold up and not let those guys get loose. Be ready to see a heavy dose of Cordell Patterson in the second half. Cordell Patterson is going to get touches. And again, we've got to bottle him up. We've got to be able to contain him from having a cutback lane, because if you remember in Atlanta, that was his game, having a cutback. But let's talk about this offense. Pitts has got 2 receptions for 18 yards, 1 touchdown. Definitely well. The longest pass was 12 yards he got. Ray McCloud, 45 yards, leading the team in receptions. I'm sorry, not receptions, receiving yards. And definitely is averaging 15 yards a catch. He's been a dangerous weapon. And got to get Darnell Mooney some more touches too, because there was a pass where Mooney was open in the flat where it was thrown a little bit behind, but it got tipped. But again, can't be mad at that. Drake with 2 catches, 15 yards, averaging 7.5 yards a catch with tough catches across the middle. We've held on to the ball. Pittsburgh has fumbled the ball. They fumbled the bag. We've been able to keep everything intact, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see. I just feel as if the adjustments are going to be made. We're going to adjust for the second half, and it's going to be a lot of things that's going on. I can't be mad at AJ, because AJ's been solid. AJ's had his head turned around, William. You got to watch him a little bit closer. He's had his head turned around, bro. I can't let you get on him like that. But again, AJ is AJ right now. You just got to let it go. It's at that point where he's going to be to a position where everybody's going to get beat, because again, like I said before, Jesse Bates, who's one of our best players, got beat. But I've also got to give a shout out to Justin Simmons. I don't know if y'all noticed when that scrum took place, Justin Simmons was ready to fight. When's the last time we've had somebody on our defense with that type of attitude outside of DeMarco Hellams? When have we had a guy that's come in here with an attitude where everybody likes to say we're going to put belts to butt cheeks. I'm keeping it PG because we got kids and I'm being professional for right now. But my thing is, I just want to put my foot between the junkie hip pockets and kick up all the change. That's what Justin Simmons has come in here with. Matthew Judon has been all over the field as well. That's all I'm going to say. You saw those red sleeves in the backfield causing pressure, not being able to sack him, but giving up pressure, making him get up, making Fields get off the spot. And we've seen a lot of things that's been transpiring. Everybody on this defense can run. Everybody can run. Grady made the first tackle. Think about that. Grady Jarrett was one of the ones to make the first tackles in the ball game today. Welcome back, Grady Jarrett. We've missed you. I saw Eddie Goldman sighting today, pushing the pile, getting in the backfield. It's a different aggressive type of nature that we are seeing with this defense. Right now, what we need now is turnovers, period. We need turnovers. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it at this point. The turnover is what's going to change the ball game. Pittsburgh had a chance to have a turnover with us, but J.J. Watt was offsides. So we capitalized on that, and we scored our touchdown. You look at Fields, he's fumbled. They've had a couple of bobbled snaps. So be prepared to have a snap that's going to be bobbled, and we're going to capitalize on it. It's coming. I'm calling it right now. It's coming. And when it comes, just be happy when we jump on it. We have a lot of things right now that are looking good. I have nothing negative to say. I just have to see a little bit better tackling by the defense, and we need some turnovers because the more and more Kirk Cousins gets that ball in his hand, the more time he's on the field, he becomes a very, very dangerous player, ladies and gentlemen. This is what happens when you start to get in that rhythm. This is what happens when you get into the rhythm and the flow of things. This is what happens when you have no fear. Pittsburgh ain't Pittsburgh back in the day. Yes, we know they own the series. Yes, we know they have world championships, but it doesn't matter today because they in the ATL and they getting their butts handed to them at the line of scrimmage. I've been preaching we need to strengthen the trenches, and we need to be in a position to where we can control the line of scrimmage and control the ball game. We've done that so far. I'm not pissed off at all. I just want better play calling on third and short. That's the only gripe I have. Bijan is earning his check, but don't forget about that other guy that's on the sideline either. I'm going to mention that. You have to use Tyler Algier. You don't want to wear Bijan out. I know he's one of the most electric guys in the league at this point, but you have a hammer in Tyler Algier. Guess what? Start mixing it in. They've had a couple of packages when they were on the field together, and the defense didn't know how to react to that. Guess what? Let's go back to it. Let's go ahead and let Tyler Algier, a.k.a. the Tank, run through this defense. Let's wear him down because I'm seeing too much of Cam Hayward in the backfield. He's starting to get too much of a jump, and so is Watt. So now it's time to keep these guys honest with being able to run our hammer of a running back. And then you start letting Bijan just get out in space and hurt folks. Drake, he's doing his thing right now. I got to give him his credit. He's gone across the middle. He's taken his life into his hands a few times or whatnot. But he's also caught those passes. He's also been able to take those big shots, and he's held on to the ball. I like what I'm seeing. I like what I'm seeing. Still a long game. Still got a whole second half. Let's finish this ball game the way that we started it. Let's go ahead and put them out of our misery in this third quarter. Let's go ahead and take ownership of Western Pennsylvania because next Monday we got Eastern Pennsylvania that you got to deal with, which is Philly. So my thing is I want to beat both of the teams that reside in the Pennsylvania state, or as they would say, the Keystone State, the pursuit of happiness. The only pursuit of happiness we pursuing right now is commencing boots to hip pockets and collecting that dub. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here. We're going to go ahead and get back to this second half. We're going to have the party line today. I'm speaking that into existence. So we got the party line coming for you guys. We definitely appreciate you tuning in to the BirdCage Halftime Show. We'll see you afterwards. Peace.